And again, it's been a real busy day for me. But that's all right, because I'm used to handling a heavy load, especially for my Plainfield, my family. So I don't mind. But I want to give you a little project history so everybody gets involved. Very important. The previous Elmwood Garden was a conventional low-income public housing built in 1961. It was an obsolete three-story public housing complex in Plainfield, New Jersey, because of its design. It was a three-story walk-up, which was obsolete, a high density. It had become a problematic apartment complex and very hard to manage. The authority has been working diligently to replace the outdated Elmwood Garden public housing project for more than 7 years. In this effort, the authority worked with its 501c3, which is our qualified nonprofit arm, the Premier Community Development Corporation. The Elmwood Square will be 58 units, 43 two-bedroom, 15 three-bedroom townhouse style design on 3.6 acres. The apartment complex will have individual entrances in a design which is very conscious of the physical space. New urbanism design, eyes on the street concept, open space, passive recreation, a freestanding community building which has a community room, office space, and maintenance space. There will be also supportive housing in the design, and 5% of the units will be followed for private, private. All ground floors will be accessible. We have dedicated 7 years to fulfilling the need for more affordable housing in our community and have been working diligently to replace the outdated Elmwood Garden. Public housing project for more than 7 years in partnership with the Housing Authority's qualified nonprofit arm, and also in partnership with the City of Plainfield. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a team effort. We are happy to carry the load in this team, but I want to thank all of you that came to our aid to make this project successful. So without further ado, I would like to bring on our Chairman Gruffin, Joseph Gruffin, to say a few words.
Part and not as mine. I want to charge on the both because all I was going to do was introduce the commissioners, and he took that. So then I said, well, I'll do history of the previous facility. Yeah. So my comments will be very, very brief. However, first, welcome. And I would just like to thank everyone who was involved with this program, this project, because it was a long time coming. When I first became a commissioner, it was just about to start. And I said, oh, okay, in 2 years, 3 years, this will be done. And never did we realize that it would be 7 years. But I do want to recognize the commissioners because all of this project had to come through the commissioners. Yes, it went through the city. Yes, it went through Linda's office. Yes, it went through everything, all the other organizations. But the commissioners had to also sign off on this. And out of all these people who are sitting here and out there, and all the people who most likely have on suits, every last one of them did something that the commissioners don't do. They got paid, and I don't mean through the program. That's their job. I would like you to know that these commissioners that have been working hard on this program are volunteers. They don't get paid anything. They've been working, some of them, for over 7 years on this project. So I would like to reintroduce those commissioners so you could recognize their hard work. And I'm going to ask them to stand up. First, I'm going to start with Commissioner Louise Galati, who is our Vice Chair. Commissioner Galati. She's been with the program, working on this program at the beginning for 7 years. Next to her is Commissioner Dolly Hamlin, also working on this program for 7 years. Commissioner Burton. And back to him is Commissioner Barco. These are all the active commissioners that are here right now. But I also want to recognize some former commissioners.
Good afternoon, Plainfield. This is indeed a wonderful day. It's a day that we've all been waiting for several years. Many of us, we pass by the highway and we see forests and we see fallen trees, and sometimes we wonder, why is anyone destroying the forest? And it is not a destruction, but in order for the forest to regain life and to bloom, those trees have to fall in order that new saplings can rise up and the forest will become beautiful once again. And so when this project was torn down several years ago, there were those who were very critical, indicating that we are taking away housing from people who need housing. But what they didn't know, or what they failed to realize and to recognize, is the fact that we wanted to get rid of the old so that we can bring in the new, and so that people can have the high quality, decent, affordable housing that every human being is entitled to. And so it is through hard work and dedication, through a vision of the Housing Authority working in collaboration with the city, with the boards, and with everyone who has had a role to play in what will begin to rise up here on this site. And so all of you who have known Plainfield for many, many years, for decades, you know that we were in a bad place. And we have changed course, we have turned that around, and we have begun the process of transformation where we are creating a city that everyone would want to come here to live, work, and play. And so we are at that point where people are talking about us as a city in a very positive way. Plainfield is a place where people want to come and be a part of the experience. And so this is indeed a great and wonderful day. I could talk about all of the different redevelopment projects that have occurred in the city to the tune of about $1 billion that have either completed construction or in the process of starting construction like this project. And that is an indication of the confidence that people now have in the city of Plainfield. People know that we have what it takes. We know that Plainfield is a happening place, and we will continue the revitalization of every corridor in our city. But most important, we are standing in the fourth ward, a ward that has been left behind for way too long. And it is time that we continue the redevelopment efforts that are happening in this, the fourth ward. A few yards away from here is the station at Grant that will provide decent, affordable housing for people who need it. And there are so many other projects that are happening all across the city. But we can't do anything by ourselves, and it is through partnerships that we're able to accomplish what we have so far. And the City Council has been a key part of this. And I know following me will be the council president who will speak on behalf of the council. But I just want to say to everyone that has had anything at all to do with this project that will continue in a matter of days, and we are here to do the groundbreaking. There are going to be 58 townhouses with independent entrances. And this is the kind of housing that people need. Decent, quality, affordable housing. You ought not to be judged or be provided housing that is based on the zip code where you live. It should be based on your needs. And so this project will do precisely that, will provide the kind of quality, affordable housing that people need. So I want to thank the developer, Joe Albert, and his team. I want to thank the planning board, the members of the Plainfield City Council, the Housing Authority and its board of commissioners, members of my administration, and everyone who has played a role. In Union County, you've heard, and you will hear from someone from the county, but the money that was used, or some of it, for demolition was courtesy of Union County. And so there are so many partners in this project that we all have something to be very proud about. And so I look forward to coming back here and cutting the ribbon for the grand opening of this project. And so Plainfield, We have a lot to be proud about. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep Plainfield moving forward. One Plainfield, one future. Thank you, and may God bless you.
What are you doing out there? You guys better be, it's a beautiful day, and I know that we're going to sit up here and toss some dirt, and you guys are going to really be excited, aren't you? Okay. Mayor Mack, thank you so much for having me here. Council President, Council, let me see, Housing Authority. On behalf of Senator Nick Scutari, Assemblyman Jim Kennedy, and myself, which we represent Legislative District 22, I'm going to tell you something. Today is a great day. We're able to see something that really has been in the works for 7 years. This project came about actually started when I was on the Union County Board of Chosen Freeholders. And then I think it probably was my first week that I was in the assembly. I had a conversation with Randy, and we had to have meetings at the State House. He was like, I'll come anywhere, I will come. You know what, it doesn't have to be in Plainfield, I'll come to Trenton. And he did, and we were able to pull stakeholders on the state level to make sure that we can manage through some of the things that they needed to get through so that we can be here today. Being a lifelong resident here in the city of Plainfield, I'm gonna tell you, I'm truly impressed with what we're doing and how we're partnering, because those that know me, I truly stand on the fact that we need to partner together. Nobody stands alone. And by us partnering and working together, we can make it better for all residents here in the city of Plainfield. And that's what this property and what we're doing here. We were able to take down something that was dilapidated, not up to code, and really give something that, you know what, individuals that will be living here will be proud to be here, no matter what their economic status. Because no matter what, I shouldn't be able to tell how much money you make, but if you need the help, we're going to be here to help you. So I want to thank everybody again today for being here, and Randy, and Mayor, and the Housing Authority, and all the residents. I'm looking forward to this being a finished project, and us making sure that we cut that ribbon. So congratulations and thank you.
On behalf of the Union County Board of Chosen Freeholders and our chairman, Al Mirabella. Also in attendance, we have our Director of Community Development, Brendan Givens, and our Deputy County Manager in charge of Economic Development, Amy Wagner. I'm really proud to be here, and as Randy was reading off the litany of names of individuals who are involved in this project, it was really gratifying to hear so many local names, so many Plainfielders, from the Redevelopment Authority and Leslie Anderson on to all of our commissioners. And I just wanted to interject, when Commissioner Joe Ruffin was mentioning a young man who talked about how he used to rip and run through this development as a child and as a young man, that individual is here. I just saw him, is J.M. Benjamin, a major literary figure here in the city of Plainfield, and it's good to see J.M. here, and he has stayed, and he is contributing in a very positive way to our community of Plainfield. I know this project from the many years that Randy mentioned, because I was on the Plainfield City Council during the first genesis of the project, and of course, as a freeholder, I'm still here. The Union County Board of Chosen Freeholders contributed about, I think, $120,000 to the development of this project by helping to pay for the demolition of the old building. So we've been here almost from the beginning, and I think everyone has said what is really important about the input of the community to build safe and affordable and decent housing for our community here. So I won't belabor that. And again, I want to thank the mayor, I want to thank Linda, I want to thank Randy, all the commissioners, planning board, and everyone who has had a hand in making sure that this project comes to fruition and that it's a good project for the city of Plainfield. So again, I thank you for inviting me here, and I'm looking forward to also putting my shovel in the ground. Thank you all. 2, 3, 4.